Going for MC.
Good morning to one and all present here. So I request Principal Sir, the guest of honor today, and Hema ma'am to occupy the seats in the dais. On behalf of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, I would like to extend a warm and cordial welcome to everyone gathered here for the seminar on cyber frauds in payment industry. Now, to give a royal welcome to the gathering and to introduce the resource person of today's event, I request Ms. D. Purnima, Assistant Professor, Senior Grade, to welcome the gathering.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I'm here to give the welcome address. So let me first welcome our chief guest along with his introduction. Mr. Jayakumar Magdeshwaran has completed his BE from Government College of Engineering, Coimbatore in the year 1999. He started his career in Hewlett Packard in Sydney, Australia as account support manager in March 2004 and became manager of solution support in 2014. His tenure in HP spans for a period of 13 years and 8 months. He then joined Woolsworth Group as a senior infrastructure PCI compliance in 2017 and has been continuing there for 5 years. Welcome, sir. Now I would like to welcome our beloved principal, Dr. M. Paulraj, who is the man behind this show, and sir is also the faculty of our chief guest. So welcome, sir. Now I extend my heartfelt welcome to Dr. C.R. Hema, head of the Department of EEE, who has always been the guiding light for conducting all our events. Welcome, ma'am. Last but not the least, I welcome our dear students of CSE and EEE departments, and I'm sure this event will be a useful one to them. Thank you.
Now I request our dear Principal Sir, Dr. M. Paulraj, to address the gathering.
Very good morning to all. I have me, Mr. Jayakumar. He was my student at Government College of Technology, Coimbatore. A young, brilliant chap. Right. And in fact, they joined lately during the second year of study because he's a lateral entry student. So he joined, the time the admission it was late, therefore he joined, his batch joined lately. So normally you know very well that the lateral entry students, since they are coming from Polytechnic, they are having their own weak point. So I'm going to spell out that one. Right. So normally the students are weak in mathematics. In fact, all engineering students, you are weak in mathematics, that I know. But in that case here, being coming from lateral entry, because the course syllabus taught in Polytechnic is not that one, therefore they used to be, what you call, they used to have some struggle in studying the mathematics subject. And in fact, they have joined late also, so they are not able to take up the test and other things. But in fact, I'm very much surprised, and I was their faculty advisor also. I'm surprised to see that all those boys joined the lateral entry. They're able to clear the mathematics course at the first instant itself. And in fact, their strong motivation and their strong concentration in study, they are able to come up in life. In fact, I'm very much proud to say that I am the teacher of Mr. M. Jayakumar. Right. The reason why I'm introducing my student is all the students who are sitting in front of me. Right. So you should also come to this position. Right. Because everyone you are having the ability to do. Right. You have to discover yourself first and then you have to rise to the occasion. And while sharing the work experience just now in my office, I was much delighted to know the various secrets behind the what you call the frauds taking place in terms of cyber and how they are attacking us and how easily we are being trapped. In fact, I'm able to know that you are going to have a wonderful session with Mr. Jayakumar. Right. So with this, I do not want to stand in between you and Mr. Jayakumar. I'm handing over the session to Mr. Jayakumar. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Now we request the resource person of today's event, Dr. Jayakumar Makuteshwaran, to take over the session.
நான் உள்ள வந்த உடனே first they close the room, actually lock the room and left me here. இதை பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு என்ன தோணுச்சுன்னா, நான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஒரு செகண்ட் டே வந்து ஒரு விஜய் படம் பார்த்தேன். அந்த படத்தை மீன்ஸ் வேட்டக்காரன் ஒரு படம். I'm not against any விஜய் ஃபேன், சாரி அபவுட் இட். ஸோ உள்ளே போன உடனே எல்லாத்தையும் உள்ளே பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ஏன்னா படத்தை விட்டு வெளில போயிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, முன்னால் ஷோ இப்படிங்க அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ ஐ திங்க் ஐ ட்ரை டு மேக் இட் மோர் என்டர்டைனிங் ஹியர். அதான் பார்த்தீங்களா, சாரும் மேடமும் கிளம்பிட்டாங்க. ஓகே. Okay, okay, before I start, what I'm going to talk about is about the cyber frauds in the payment industry. It's not only in the payment industry, frauds are everywhere happening. So it's all about in any web services, whatever you see, whatever you work on, whatever internet you access, the frauds are happening. Okay, before I just start off with, I'll explain you how the payment works. I may probably go there. I'll use the whiteboard. இந்த சைடு மட்டும் ஆஃப் பண்ண முடியுங்களா ப்ராஜெக்டர்? Thank you. Okay, I think the audience is a mix of electrical and electronics as well as computer science students. The topic which I have chosen is not biased to computer science students or anything. It's common. Anyone who has an idea, who want to become a security analyst, who want to work in the IT security field, it's open. Actually, a lot of opportunities are open. We'll discuss on the go. First of all, you all guys will be using a credit card or debit card or something. So when you go to a petrol station or anywhere, you use your credit card to make the payment. So how the payment industry works, there are two different types of payment industries. One, card present is like you have a physical card in your hand, go to a petrol station, fill in your fuel, use the card, pay, and keep going. Next is online business. That is called card not present, where you will not have a physical card, but use the card data, using the card number, expiration date, or CVV number to buy online. So let's see first about card present. So what happens is that person going, having a physical card, there will be a pin pad. You would have noticed a small machine with a keypad where you will be typing the pin, it's like passcode. Okay, pin pad, using the pin pad. Physically insert the card or swipe the card or tap the card. And what happens is that this will do an AES 256, advanced encryption security 256128. There are different varieties are there. Don't worry about the names. It's all very common. Even when this is just to show off that I know these things. That's it, nothing else. Okay, you have this data is encrypted over here, and this goes using every pin pad will have a small SIM card or a wireless, a Wi-Fi connectivity to the ISP or something. Those are all dedicated things. For example, any telecom industry, for example, Bharti, Airtel, or BSNL. So they will have a dedicated connectivity to that, and the data is being processed from there using the same encryption methodology and passes the firewall, which is there in any organization behind the bank or in front of the bank. Behind that will be the switch. This is not a network switch. This is the one which processes your data. It's like processes the card information. What information is being here, encrypted information, will be passed on to the switch, and switch decrypts that information and sends that information to the bank. Say, for example, SBI, UBI, anything. And the bank accepts the data, card information, and the process, and sends an information back to the switch. Yes, I'm good. This card is a valid card, and this card is not stolen or anything. All the information they will be verifying, something like cyber source. So can someone tell me, in this whole simple process, where can it be, where the frauds can happen? It's not that you guys don't know. You guys know that. It's a random thing. It's okay. Anyone? I think bored. It's okay. Let me just say, maximum this is the place. They can use something called card skimmers, where the pin pad, they may be using some skimmers over there, collect the information of your magnetic tape, behind the magnetic tape, what information are there. Apart from that, after that, it is very difficult. If people are using AES, they can't just like that use a brute force method or any method to decrypt the data. It's not that simple. And then it goes through the switch. It's all protected information, so it's not that simple. So when you have a physical card, the card information or the theft of the card information is minimal. Okay, so now just before going to it, is there any good drawing person? Anyone can volunteer here? Or I may need to choose one, pick one. A worst drawing person, a person who can't draw anything. Do I need to choose one? Can you come? Person, sorry. Can I get your name? You, yeah. Santosh, please. It's not a problem for him, it's a problem for the audience. Okay. That's right, that's good. Okay, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you a picture. You guys are not going to tell what that picture is, but you need to describe that picture to that person. And he needs to draw that. I'm just going to show up. You are not going to say what that picture is. Say, for example, if I show a dog picture, you don't say it's a dog. You can probably describe it as 4 legs, it has a tail, it has 2 ears, whatever things you can explain that. Okay? I want you guys to see this picture. And you all guys are, you can volunteer one person or a couple of people who can explain this to the gentleman Santosh so he can draw it properly. This is the one. Yeah, I don't want you guys to say that name. You have to explain what it is. And then he should be drawing it. The time starts now. Who is going to say that? So, Santosh. Yeah, you follow their instruction. What they are saying, you are going to draw the picture on the board. Okay. Guys, come on. Anyone? See, one kickstart is required so other people can follow. You can tell him how to draw that picture. What you guys saw. 4 wheels. No, you are not supposed to ask anything. They are going to explain. It has 4 wheels. You can draw anything. It doesn't matter. I'll give you a better pen if I have. Hey, பயப்படானா பாதி exam இல்லப்பா சொல்லுங்கப்பா. Yeah, he said 4 wheels. 4 wheels. Come on, guys. It just had 4 wheels, nothing else. Sorry? Steering wheel, yeah, steering. Okay. Anything else? Nah, that's not the. Okay, you can say that make. What is a make? He's mentioning as a make. Giving him a hint. That's okay. F1 body. Yeah, F1 body. Yeah, he's a better drawing. He's doing a better drawing. Yeah. Okay. One person is there inside. Okay, what else? Any colors, anything? Which, sorry. Sorry? Anything else, anything else? Number plate? Yeah, number. Sorry? Number? Sticker? Number plate sticker or something? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, we'll stop it here then. Thanks, Santosh. Thank you. Thanks for your patience. Okay. This is what is the picture. This is what he drew. Okay. At least he got it as a car. Someone is sitting over there. It's closer to it. So it's the same, simple thing. Okay, what we are seeing here is, this is how any management or any merchant, when they are implementing the security practices, process, policies, or technology, they expect this. This is what management will say. But what actually happens is that this is the reality. This is how it will be implemented. Because frauds or challenges, issues, or people who are hackers who are there, so they come with new ideas, new information, which we don't even know. What we think small will be a big soon. So that is what happens here. And what actually I'm trying to explain here is, it is a continual improvement process where you have a lot of opportunities. And in order to get to this shape, what it is, it takes a lot of iteration, because by then, I'm already in the market, I've already started my business running. So with that, with the challenges over here, the market is wide open for you guys. You can see, okay, fine, now I'm improving it. Next time you'll put a helmet, you'll put a yellow color, and it has 4 wheels. Now you can see only 2 wheels over here. How I am going to see the third and fourth wheel, and it has something called bonnet sort of things are there. It's in the ground, it's not high car. So it's like every time What you do is that you keep improving the situation to protect the environment. So it's a quite common thing, and we do this one, and that is why this market is quite open, very open and wide open for you guys. And if you look at actually these hackings, or anyone who does the hacking, it's not the people like me. I'm pretty old. It's people who are there, young people like you guys. It's around 20 years old and 21 years old. It doesn't matter whether you are a civil engineer, mechanical engineer. What you actually need is only the engineering brain. You need to have only the logical thinking on how I can do it. Then you can become an ethical hacking, and you develop the tools and process. It's all fitted within simple TCP stack. You know the TCP stack well, that's it. That's sufficient for you to know how the applications are built, which layer I can go and attack the thing. I'm not telling you to become an unethical hacker to hack this one, but I'm just telling there are opportunities over there where you become to prevent those sort of hacking. But thanks. See that if one, what I just briefed about the card present information, it's only 15%, less than 15, 10 to 15% of the frauds happen in this area. Because a lot of investments that are required, you need to have a good relationship with the person, and you need to know when to hack it and when to put the skimmers in the device, how to collect the data. There's a lot of efforts and a lot of cost involved in it. Plus, there are a lot of cameras, and it is easily identifiable, and quickly it can be fixed. Hardly within 10 card data is lost. This can be identified and can be replaced with a new one. So the possibilities of here, the loss information or hacking information happening here is a physical thing. Physical break should happen. Now let's talk about the wider industry where a lot of frauds that are happening, which is a pretty big online industry. So how the online industry works? When you use any of the e-commerce site to buy a product, so what happens? You get a page, you select whatever the product you want, click on the product, it gets added to the cart. Once it is added to the cart, what happens? You go and buy now. When you click on the buy now, what happens? It opens up a page where it requests your card information, like credit card information, whatever, all the personal information of the card. Once you enter that information from your computer, it just goes to a cloud. Cloud means like most of the services that are being offered today are in the form of containers or Dockers or anything. They call it as they create in the cloud, either in Azure, Microsoft Azure services, or Google or Amazon Web Services. Wherever it is, the processing nodes are kept over there. So they do a processing over here. After that, that information is sent to a cyber source to verify the validity of the card, whether is this a stolen card or is it in the dark web, or who is using this card information, is the right information in the card. After that is verified, then it processes the same path to go to the bank. And the bank processes the money and sends you a confirmation that your data is being processed. If you look at here, there are lots of holes in this. The hacking or hackers can do a lot of data theft on your system or on the cloud or from the bank, because its information is quite open. Okay, it's hard over here because it's all fully protected, although here also it's all fully protected. But although it is protected, there are informations that can be easily taken because it's available on the internet. So when you do a purchase, you do a HTTP as a protocol, means that's a protocol which you use to do, go to, for example, Amazon website. If you're going to buy something, use HTTP, and HTTPS is secure protocol. So what happens is that when you do a secure protocol, it's not a specific security layer or SSL, secure socket layer, on top of the information what you're going to send. That is what will be on the web services. Then what happens is that they send you frames. What is a frame? It's like the frame page is an encrypted page again, where you will be entering your card information data, and that information is sent to the bank. So any point of time, the hacker will be able to get this information if you use any weak algorithm, or your system is compromised, or you have a malware in your system. Let's discuss a little bit about various malwares that are being used at this point of time. So it's not that putting a pipe over here and taking the data, but they will be putting some malware on your PC, on your system, or on the user system, and tries to attack it and get the information. So you guys need to be vigilant enough to be safe, and also do not, it's not something new that you don't know. You guys are keep on getting unwanted SMS saying that click on this link. You click on this link, your data is gone. It's not that way actually. Doesn't data will go if you just click on the link. The moment you click on the link, it does nothing. You just install a small piece of malware on the system on your PC. So when it does small malware is installed on the PC, what it does, so how much you guys might have in your account? Maybe 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakhs. Their target is not your money. The target is your information. What information? They should not be caught. There are different varieties of frauds that are happening. So what they do is that they will look at for the words called payment. They look at for the words something like invoice when you're buying something. So what happens is that when that is coming over to, when they look at the name called invoice or payment, that's where the malware kicks in place and sends the information about the invoice, which you have purchased from any of the online e-commerce thing. They would have sent you an invoice. Pay this invoice. We will be shipping you the product. So that is where the place they modify the information of where you are making the payment. But they will be putting their bank information over there. But it is a legitimate invoice with a different bank information. That is where you will be transferring it. Tomorrow you go and file a case. They will say, it is a legitimate transaction which that guy sent to me. I'm not the one. I didn't cheat him. He sent me the money. See here, this is where it has come through a valid information. So it is not that simple to catch hold of anyone. So that is what they will target. If someone steals money, yes, it's a theft. If this is actually voluntarily, you are giving the money to them. It's not a theft. So there's a lot of, criminal mind that goes behind it in doing such things. Okay, now because I discussed a lot, and mostly close to 70 to 80% of the frauds that are happening in this section. So now let's play another small game. Probably you may know about this. I just need 2, 4, 6 people at least. Six people. Again, do you want me to choose? I prefer boys. It's not a discrimination. It's because of the type of the game. You two guys. It's not wrong to sit in the first row. You can come in. Again, those guys are going to help you. 2 guys from the blue uniform. 2 guys. Ashok and Sanjeev. Yeah, please. Yeah, come on. இதுதான் நம்ம ஆளுங்க. இன்னும் 2 பேர். ஹரிராஜா, பிரீத்தம். எங்கப்பா? எனக்கு தான் தெரியாதுப்பா, உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் தெரியும்ப்பா அவங்க யாருன்னு. அனுப்பிச்சு விடுங்கப்பா ப்ளீஸ். ஹரிஹரன், ஹரி கைலாஷ். கோர்வையா இருக்குப்பா நேம். வாங்கப்பா. ஹரிஹரன், ஹரி கைலாஷ். என்னப்பா இது வெக்கப்படுற மாதிரி கேம் இல்லைப்பா, வாங்கப்பா. அகைன் இவங்களுக்கு நீங்க தான் ஹெல்ப் பண்ண போறீங்க, அவங்க கிடையாது. இந்த பக்கத்துல இருந்து யாருமே வர மாட்டீங்க. இந்த அந்த 2 பசங்க வாங்கப்பா, அந்த மெரூன் ஷர்ட்டும் அந்த ஷர்ட்டும் வாங்கப்பா. அந்த சிவப்பு சட்டையை கூப்பிடுப்பா. வாப்பா. நீங்க என் கழுத்து கட்டாம வந்துருப்பா. அதே டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் டிப்ளமோ வந்து தியாகராஜ பாளையம். ஆமாப்பா 99 வயசானப்பா 99 முடிச்சுட்டே கலந்துட்டேன். வயசானதான்ப்பா நான் முடிய பார்த்தா
முடிக்கும் அதுக்கு சம்பந்தம் ஆச்சு கழிக்காது.
இல்லைண்ணா பரவாயில்ல அவ்வளோ பெரிய அசோக் தம்பி
நான் தான் சார் அசோக்.
அசோக் நீங்கள் வேற யாருப்பா? கார்த்தி கட்டிட்டீங்களா நீங்களே? நல்லா தள்ளி தள்ளி நில்லுங்க, என்ன கஷ்டம் இல்லைண்ணா. அது சைஸ் பார்த்தீங்களா? பண்ணலாம் பண்ணலாம். அது இல்லை இரு அதனால தான் ஒருத்தர் சிறுசா ஒருத்தர் பெருசாக தான் சேர்த்து வச்சுருக்கோம். ஒருத்தருக்கு அந்த மாதிரி தானே. நீங்கள் 2 பேருமே சிறுசு, யார் வேணா உண்டு. எனக்கு எதுக்கு பதில் தெரியுமா தெரியாதுப்பா. சொல்கிறேன் just give some gaps. Okay, you guys are going to help them. Okay, so they can try themselves as well. These guys needs to come out of that loop what they have, and they have to be separated. Yeah, try. You're one guy. Try. You both should be separated. You guys needs to be separated by yourself. Yeah, you try whatever way you want. You guys are engineers, man. Come on. Future engineers. Anyone can come and help them as well on the dais. At least நீங்க வாலண்டியரா தான் வரல, ஹெல்ப் பண்ணலாம். நீங்க girls நீங்க ஹெல்ப் பண்ணலாம். Sorry, girls or ladies or whatever it is. ஹெல்ப் பண்ணலாம் நீங்க. கமா வாங்கப்பா, போய் சொல்லுங்கப்பா, சொல்லிக் கொடுங்க. நீங்கள் அட்லீஸ்ட் நீங்கள் ஆன்சராக பண்ணீங்க. அப்போ நீங்கள் போய் சொல்லிக் கொடுங்க. சொல்லுங்கள், ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. ஜஸ்ட் ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. யாருக்குமே பதில் தெரியுது, எனக்கும் தெரியாது. சும்மா நான் பார்த்துட்டு வாங்க. விஷ்ணு வாங்க. ஜெய் விஷ்ணு பார். ஏப்பா யூ கேன் ட்ரை பண்ணலாம். யாருக்கெல்லாம் இன்ஜினியரிங் மூலம் இருக்கா அவங்கெல்லாம் ட்ரை பண்ணலாம்ப்பா. வாங்க. நீங்கள் எல்லாம் ட்ரை பண்ணீங்க, அட்லீஸ்ட் ஸோ நீங்கள் ஆரம்பிச்சிங்க. ஸோ ஐ அப்ரிஷியேட் யூ. முடி கழட்டாம பண்ணுங்கப்பா. முடி கழட்டாம பண்ணுங்கப்பா. அவ்வளோதான். எப்படி வெளில இருந்தீங்க? கழட்டிட்டா லூஸ் பண்ணு. அது கிடையாது. பண்ணிங்களாங்க? சொல்லுங்க. ஓகே, குட். எப்படி பண்ணீங்க? குட். இப்படி திருப்பியே காட்டுங்க எல்லாருக்கும். அவுக்கல அதுதான். கரெக்ட். No, the concept is right. Okay, correct. Okay, good. தம்பி உங்க பேர் என்னப்பா? ஜிஷ்ணு. ஸ்ரீகிருஷ்ணன். ஸ்ரீகிருஷ்ணன், okay, good. So, thank you. அப்ப முடிய கழட்டி உட்காந்துக்கலாம் பாப்போம். Thanks பா. Thank you. Thank you guys. So what you guys see here or saw here is basically, it looked complex, right? So people were trying to do a lot of things like coming out of the loop, going into it. It was so fun. So this is what, as an organization, when we implement any security services, we think that, oh, we are safe, we are pretty good, we are strong, no one can come inside, so it's all tightened together. But as a simple technique is, it's in the wrist. You don't need to do any major magic over here. Just remove the wrist. I think probably they can explain you later. Just in the wrist, you just put it through the loop. You both are out. Small hole is sufficient to break the system. So how you have to think again, out of box, on how this breaks or hackings and hackers think. So if you think like them, then you guys can become an ethical hacker. You know, approximately we pay just for a 10 days of efforts, who are actually 20, 21 years, 22 years old guys. We pay them approximately $200K for 10 days for them to come, assess our system, find out what are all the loopholes in the system, because I don't know anything about the system. I am the one who implemented, so I don't know what I have implemented, whether it's right or wrong. And I'm updated on the current situation. So they come up with a lot of information. Today it is a low risk, tomorrow it becomes a high risk. So people segregate the frauds and low risk, medium, high, medium and low risk. If you see, okay, fine, it's just a low risk, like not wearing a helmet and I'm just going near shop to buy a grocery. It's just a low risk. I'm not going to fall here, I'm not going to die on the road. But if there is a hole, it's a night, someone comes and hits you, it becomes high risk. So what you think as a low risk could be a high risk. It's all how we see the situation. So now let's talk something about theory. So there are different type of frauds that are there in the market. One, they call it as friendly frauds, which is simple, that you buy an item on the e-commerce, the material will get delivered to you, and you say, no, I didn't buy it. I don't know about this one. These are all friendly frauds. Next is a clear fraud. That is what actually hackers use, or something like they call it as a triangulation. That means there will be three people. You will be buying some product. Instead of directly buying it from the merchant or directly from the product owner, you will be using some third-party seller to buy it. So when you give the information, buy it from the third-party seller on your behalf, he will buy the same product from the original vendor and ships you the product. You feel, oh, okay, I'm good. I got my product and it is quite faster. He doesn't do anything with your card information now. But what happens is that, or where the trigger happens is that you go to the website and say, this is a bestseller, because he would have shipped you in no time. Then similarly, you would recommend to your friend, you use this bestseller, same phone which I bought it, I got it in a day. There may be a new feature, new phone which would have launched, he will give you quickly, where it is not available on the shop to buy it. Okay. Similarly, the marketing happens and he keeps getting the people will be buying the products from the third-party seller. What happens? He just builds the card information data because you are buying it from him. And once he gets the sufficient card information, then he starts his game. This is called a triangulation. And he starts buying, and then you will see, okay, fine, what is happening? Because his rating is high, nobody will suspect that, okay, this guy would have done the fraud. This is something called a clear fraud or triangulation. And there is something called, generally hackers use this clear fraud technology or clear fraud method. And other thing is phishing, by sending a bulk emails to you guys or saying that, okay, fine, click on this link. So once you click on this link, what happens? What I said here, It just install a small piece of software on malware on your PC, and it just waits, does nothing. It just keeps looking at some specific words, payments, dollars, rupees, or something like that, and then it just activates. Then whale. Whale is sort of, these are all just the names which they have categorized. Whale is something like targeting big fish, something like CEOs, CFOs, sending the critical information about the mergers and all those things. Next is smishing. Basically, it's like sending a text message for you. Click on this link. You are receiving some money into your account. Please click on this link. So that is by using a text message. Then wishing. Wishing is basically phone calls saying that, okay, fine, you guys give me the credit card information. It's quite urgent, immediate, and all those things, as if they actually pose themselves as a known person to you and collect the data. And wire transfers or wire transactions, what we saw here, the online transactions or wire transactions, or when you do a money transfer to one person to other person's wire transactions. And merchant identity fraud, basically I identify myself as a merchant to you and collect the money from you or take the money from you. So all the frauds are something which we see in the market. Various types of names are there, but ultimately it's nothing new to you guys. It's just collecting the card information, taking the money from you. Okay. Is that the main motto of any hacker? Absolutely not, because it's a very tedious process for identifying a person's card information, getting the money from them. So what they generally do is that, or many of the organizations that gets impacted, recently you would have seen in the news or newspapers everywhere, you would have seen that DDoS attack happens. DDoS is distributed denial of service. So what is DDoS? It's very simple. It's something like creating a traffic jam. Just creating unnecessary traffic jam for the legitimate traffic. So what happens is that you are going to buy a product from my e-commerce website. You bought a product, but when it is coming to the payment page, it just flaps, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. You get a page not found. Get a page not found. So what you will think, okay, something is wrong in this page, or something is wrong with this merchant. I don't want to buy it. So it's a business loss for them. So it's major business loss for them, like if they do it during the peak hours. So flapping their web services. So how they can do it? Simple, same technology of phishing, sending a phishing email to an employee in an organization, and that employee, unknowingly, he just clicks that. It just sits on that. When his system or when that user information is compromised, he's called as a simple bot. Don't stick on to the names. Names keep changing. Once he becomes a bot, which is a compromised person, what happens is that similarly, organization takes for a big organization where you have some 200 or 300K people. He would have sent it for somewhere around 100 people. So 100 people by mistake, or out of 200K people, 100 people clicks on the link. So everywhere the malware is installed on the PCs. It does nothing. Once it is identified, once the sufficient bots are there inside their network or inside their environment, that's enough for a hacker to start negotiating with an organization. Okay, he will first send an information to the management saying that I am demanding you guys to transfer $10 million to me, or else I am going to block your service. Generally, organization will say, no, I am protected, like what we saw that so many methods are that I'm fully foolproof. No one can hack it. No one can do anything. Okay, fine. That's all good. But people generally, sometimes what people forget is IT organization, or for that sake, any organization works on 3-pillar architecture. People, process, and technology. People comes first. Because unknowingly, people have clicked the links which nobody knows about it. It's already there. People have they have not done the proper due diligence. We can't expect everyone will follow it. Sometimes these mistakes can happen in any of the organization. But now that information is there in the system, a hacker from the outside will target only these 100 bot systems. They call it as net bot. It's something like simply sending a ping command from 1,000 PCs with a 10 MB network. Just keep pinging. What happens? The network gets choked. But is it a legitimate traffic? Yes, ping is a legitimate traffic within your organization. But what happens within your college itself? It's legitimate, right? You can ping one system to other system. You're not doing anything wrong, but just pinging. But the network becomes slow. Network becomes unstable. That is what he'll do. Just initiate some huge packets, just pumping the packets onto the network, inside the network. What he does is that he just targets the layer 4 of the TCP stack. That's it. So what happens? Just web services, for example, Microsoft, same, just I don't want to take any name. Say any name, any web service which you have, just flaps. What happens then? They have to pay the money. Or else these guys are not going to say, and because he is already read the network, he's inside the network, he has 100 bot systems. You fix one system, you'll identify it. Is it identifiable? Yes, it is identifiable with the traffic. But when he is doing during a peak traffic, how do you identify which is a legitimate traffic which is created by a hacker? It's hard to differentiate because it's just a traffic jam. It's going slow. People will start complaining it's slow. I can't do anything. I can't work. So identify, and then you have to read every packet and then see what the information is coming through the packet before you touch anything on. Is it that easy while during the peak hours of the business, during Diwali season or during Christmas season? No. It's very hard. So most of the organization will do a negotiation. You would have heard about ransomware. It's all similar thing. They do a negotiation with an organization and say yes, where they pay the money, they get rid of the bot, and then they will completely revamp their infrastructure once again. Is this the way? Currently, yes, this is the way. So what we are expecting in this field is that you guys come out with a lot of new things, because it's like we are fixing after the issue is identified. Okay, today, yeah, he came through some malware. He's there inside our organization. Okay, tomorrow I develop a medicine only to fix that. I can't develop something what others may think further. But you guys are in the same age group, same level of knowledge, or sometimes better knowledge than any of the generation like us. Like gamers, they do a lot of the information like this. Because gamers think a lot of way out of the box. Gaming is another area where those guys come out and then find, okay, this could be a possible problem over here. This could be a possible hacking this way, wherever it is. So that is where the industry is coming up. So you guys have a lot of opportunities in front of you. And then probably you guys can do a lot of value add to the current situation. What is required is that just thinking out of box. What else can happen? So if you start developing that, you don't need to know big programming, because a lot of programming, information are available in the Google. You get what is a hacking program, how do I hack the username and password, everything you get a simple program. If you just download the program, you can start working on that one. It's not that difficult thing. And like brute force attack, like basically targeting a username and password, it's simple. Or a password, how difficult your email address or your password. If someone says me your email address, I can tell you what the password is. It's so simple. It's available on the internet. There's a simple, I think there's a web link where you go and put your username or your mobile address, and you can see whether you can identify by yourself, oh, is my username hacked? Is my password hacked? They are not going to do anything. Or is it compromised? It is very simple. That's available on the Google. Just find out and put your email address and find out whether am I compromised. So there's tools that are available where you can develop it. So you don't need to develop new things, but what you need to develop is that new ideas. What else can be developed? What else can be identified? What else can be a loophole? Okay, I think I spoke a lot about things, and it's boring. Now let's do a small game. This time, let's go with girls. No, I don't think it's pretty simple. Not a big thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I only have 4 scissors. I give 1 paper and 1 scissors. Just hold it for this. I'll tell you what you guys need to do. Hey, hold it. That's it. For this whole row. Sorry, I don't have enough scissors to give you. Okay, you all can help. Okay, what I need is you have to create a hole. This is a plain sheet, A4 sheet. You need to create or you need to make a hole in this paper that the joint should not be cut. But I should be able to come through that whole paper, the paper. I can give you only one more additional paper, that's it. You come out, you can do any idea, any ways you want to cut the paper, but joint should not be cut. You want to try? You can take a... Anyone want to try? Yeah, sure, good. But I don't have scissors. Probably you guys have scissors. Hand, okay, yeah, go for it, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Okay? Can I come through that? I'm big enough, man. Madam, I'm big enough. My whole body, can I come through? Then let me try. Okay? I can. My whole body should come through it. My whole body should come through it. You done? Are you done? One more paper. Yeah, try. Additional sheet? Additional. So, yeah. As usual, girls are asking additional sheets like as if they are writing exams. Yeah, good. Thank you. Okay, good. Oh, good. Yes? Paper இல்லப்பா. மேடம் இந்த பேப்பர்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கலாமா இங்கேருந்து? இந்த பேப்பர்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கலாங்களா? எஸ் பீப்புள் யாரோ கேட்டாங்க. யாருப்பா கேட்டது? இந்தப்பா. Okay, yeah, good. Something different, yeah? Yeah, something different at least, okay. Yeah, it's bigger than that. Kandipa, கொடுங்க பார்க்கலாம். இதுக்கு மேல முடியாதே. தலை மட்டும் தான் போச்சு, உடம்பு வரல. Yeah, அதான் சொன்னேன். Think. பசங்க கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டாங்க என்னம்மா நீங்கள்லாம் கண்டுபிடிக்க வரீங்க அந்த இதுக்கு என்னது அந்த த்ரெட்டு கட்டினதில் கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டாங்க என்னம்மா அது கண்டுபிடிச்சாப்பா இப்போ தான் பெருமையாக சொன்னேன். ஓகே என்னப்பா பேப்பர் வாங்கினீங்க அப்படி மடிச்சு வச்சிருக்கீங்க? சிஸ்டர்ஸ் இல்லைங்களா? கையை போகிறேன்னு சொன்னீங்க. உடம்பு சரிப்பா விடுங்கப்பா பண்ணுங்க. நேரமின்மை காரணத்திற்காக இன்னும் 2 நிமிடம் வழங்கப்படுகிறது. நீங்கள் ட்ரை பண்ணுங்களா மேடம்? இல்லைங்களா மேடம்? சரி இல்லை சார். மேடம் என் சைஸை பார்த்து கட் பண்ணுங்க மேடம். தம்பி உங்கள் பேர் என்னங்க? சதீஷா. நீங்கள் பாதி ஹேக்கராக வருவீங்க. Come on, keep going. Like conceptually, you're right. You're closer. நான் போய் பார்க்குறேன், கிழிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னா கஷ்டம்பா. சரி, I think, yeah, thank you. At least idea-wise it's correct and closer. It's simple. Just fold it like this. Just make cuts this way. He was closer to it. Just cut the alternate. Just keep doing this. Just get expanded. Just cut like this. Cut other side. Alternate cut பண்ணிட்டே போயிட்டீங்கன்னா makes a big hole where you can come out. So you think just a simple A4 paper that I can't make a hole, such a big hole in this one, but it is possible. So what exactly happens in the industry today? We think that everything is secure, everything is safe. No one can do it, but a small idea breaks everything. So that's what you guys need to come up, think well, and put your efforts. It's not a motivation session or something like that. I'm just saying because I'm working in this industry. You guys can do wonders in this industry. As I said, it is not related or it is not confined to only one department like CSC or ECE or something like that. It's open to anyone who thinks logical. So if you think logical on what you study, concentrate on TCP stack, concentrate on layer 4, layer 7, what it is happening, how the data happens, how the exploit can happen, then you get paid a lot. Or you can be of your own organization like a freelancer, and you can do a lot of ethical services or penetration testers. You can become penetration testers where you earn a lot by identifying the loopholes in any of the organizations. So that's it. And from, I think it's time up, right? Yeah, it's for 30 minutes or something is given to me. Thanks for that. I hereby conclude my session. If you have any questions, you guys can ask. We'll keep 5 minutes for.
Students, if you have any questions, you can ask with the resource person.
It is not a unit test where you have any marks, internal marks, nothing. I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't have understood what I have explained so far, but at least the concepts you would have got through it, something. I'm trying to stimulate your ideas or your thinking capacity or thinking out of box. You just need to think out of box to become a good security analyst in the industry, because this is not something who can teach you. It comes only with an experience. It comes only with a out of box thinking. You guys can play a lot of games. This generation is good. I'm not saying that you need to play only games, but you can also play a lot of games, because that is where your imaginary power increases, where you will be solving a lot of puzzles. You will be thinking how I can go there, how I can reach the target, what all the things I need to do. A lot of like Uncharted, some games are there. You don't even know when you look at the game, how am I going to break it? But when you find a small gap, slowly you keep increasing. The same thing is applicable in any of this industry in the security. So try to identify. So when you are working in any of the organizations tomorrow, You will, if you are guys are there in the networking industry or security, networking security analyst or something, this is what you need to constantly think. What else I can do? What else I can break? What else others can break? You keep thinking in the same way, then you will start protecting the your environment better. I don't want you guys to become an unethical hacker or something. I just want to utilize your brain the right way so you contribute to the society. That's it. Thank you guys. Thanks for giving me an opportunity and thanks for being patient for this 40 minutes. Yeah, this is quite fast. Fast response. Thank you. Clapping also quite fast response. Okay. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Yes or no? Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your incredible presentation on cyber frauds in payment industry. We hope that our students would have benefited a lot from you about the various frauds and how it occurs in the payment industry. So I also, on the behalf of the organizing team, I would like to thank our dear principal sir for organizing this session and Hema ma'am for organizing this and the dear students for their active participation throughout the session. Thank you all.
Thank you.